Before I start this video, I want to thank everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you and your situations. Just in case you don't make it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you now. Thank you. And I mean that.
Back in this artificial matrix, and it got me to thinking. Most of these businesses are probably CIA ran or operated. You can look back at your whole life and see that everything probably was. The program started when you were a young child and you were baptized, probably Christian, Catholic, on your forehead and your third eye. You were put to sleep. But on the highest timeline, you put yourself to sleep. Moving forward, we were all creatures of habit, especially if you were born in the late 70s, the 80s, or the early 90s. You loved watching the same TV shows. You loved playing the same video games over and over and over again because you were programming yourself as to who were the bad guys, what the mission was here. Everything became super addictive until you broke free. Now, a lot of us were in the gifted and talented program. But
the Gates program. January 3rd, 2026, I wake up this morning and I feel like a brick. I'm feeling real heavy. I got a lot on my mind. You see, this is one of the dark sides of being chosen and waking up, seeing the illusion. You start getting the memories back. There's a lot of things that I forgot. A lot of things that took place in the early 80s when I was real young. The Gates program. In the other video, I was talking about Faces of Death. I told you that Faces of Death was a part of the Gates program. The children who could manifest. You see, they always knew that our DNA was changing because our parents' DNA was changing. Yeah, your mother or your father, the head witch or sorcerer in your family, they got the same type of DNA that you have. Their DNA was changing, but not as much as yours. You're like the damn X-Men. And if you was in this Gates program, I bet you remember Faces of Death. In the 80s, they surrounded us with things like Faces of Death, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Chucky, horror movies. And what did we do? We produced AIDS, gang violence, crack cocaine, and all of the deaths. The 80s and especially the early 90s was horror movies and death. And who do you think was producing that? Who do you think was producing that? The children that was in the Gates program, because we are the ones that was manifesting it. You're going to start remembering a time when you was innocent, and then all of a sudden something happened, and that's when it gets cloudy. That's when it gets fuzzy. That's the part that they wanted you to forget. But you're going to start remembering it. You're going to remember that there was certain things put in your way. Yes, VHS tapes with homosexual activities. The government paid your family to put things in your way when you was going through puberty. You thought that you just found the tape in the back of your mama's bed, huh? They knew that you would find that back there. They knew that. They put that in front of you. And they watched you. This is evil, man.
you ever considered that maybe some of your classrooms were staged and were hosted or taught by the CIA or some government employee that you've been watched over your entire journey in life? And I'm bringing that up because I am in the artificial matrix here in Times Square. Just because somebody's an entry-level employee, a cashier, a bus driver, everybody in every part of society is somewhat affiliated with this program. But you start to see that it's nothing to fear. And I guess my bigger message here is sometimes you got to go off script to not be so predictable, because that's when the real magic happens here. Whatever that is, maybe go hike a mountain if you've never hiked before, or do something that's totally against your character, and you're gonna see something change in the algorithm of life. But getting back to these businesses, they're all chop shops. What's the big deal? At some point you see that there's nobody gonna hurt you or harm you. That's main character energy.
Yeah, like he said, you got to write your own program. When you're running on a program that they wrote for you, that gives them power because they know exactly where you're going to be at. They know the trigger words. They know the buttons to push. They're expecting you to go left at 12 o'clock. If you go right at 11:45, they don't know what to do. And once again, you're going to start having all of these memories that you forgot about. Your friend in the 5th grade, you're going to start seeing that person probably was sent to you. The person that taught you how to smoke cigarettes. The person that taught you how to be bad. Somehow their parents knew your parents. I'm telling you, man, somehow they all know each other. It's a big code. The teachers, the mailman, the people at the church. You're going to start having these memories, man. And for a lot of people who's not healed, they might lose their mind. They might go try to hurt people. You hear what I'm saying? But for the ones who's healed or healing, for the ones who's healing, because I'm not even healed all the way. Shit. For the ones that's really healing, it's gonna be a weight lifted off your shoulders to know that you wasn't really bad. You see, I didn't really sleep good last night because I had this on my mind. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of downloads. I'm starting to remember a lot of stuff that happened to me when I was young. I had a vision of when I swallowed a penny. I was like 1.5. I looked down, I had on diapers. I forgot that, but then just the other day, I remembered that. I tasted the penny. I felt it get stuck in my throat a little bit, and I started panicking, and then it went down my throat. I remember that. And there's going to be a lot of more things that we remember. Some of us are going to remember us getting abused by people who try to play like they saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Welcome to New Earth. All praises to the Most High.
Does your family have to support your relationship? No. I don't give a damn.
Oh. If they don't like the man that's roughing you up, tell him, get out of my business.
No, they do. I'm very private. So, like, for me, family is very important to me, but I don't value their opinion over my own. Does your family...
You know what I heard? That if a woman makes her mother her confidant and talk about her relationship with her mother, she will get the same results out of a relationship that her mother did. So if her mother is single, even if her mother had 4 kids and she was married, if she's single, I'm not talking about if the father, something happened, something bad happened, like health-wise. I'm talking about she couldn't keep a man. Your mama couldn't keep a man, and you make her your confidant. And you in a relationship. and you talk about your relationship to your mama who don't got a man, haven't had a man since the late 80s, you're gonna wind up just like your mama. It probably don't happen today, and it probably don't happen tomorrow, but it's gonna happen.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I don't know who needs to catch this revelation by way of the Spirit, but God showed me clearly that the weapons that have been formed against you, they're only going to be used to sharpen the edge of your testimony. You're going to rise from this. Trust me, this battle won't last forever. There's a victory on the other end of this.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. When I'm running, I have that on repeat. I don't even listen to music in the gym. I just have no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. I say that at least 10,000 times a day. And when I say 10,000 times a day, I mean 20,000 times a day. I'm saying it now. And this guy is right. You see, they thought that it was going to be the same with everybody. The things that you survived, the dysfunctional family that you survived, that relationship that almost made you go crazy, the average person didn't survive it. The witchcraft, the backaches, the thoughts that kept repeating, the depression, the anxiety, the low vibing spirits they sent to you, the obesity, all of this stuff, they expected it to take you out. A lot of it, they orchestrated it. They went behind your back, smear campaigns. They secretly called your partner. A lot of people's partner, they went with it. Some people's partner, they ignored it. And they knew to never bring it up to the targeted individual because it'll hurt them so bad. What am I saying? That your family went behind your back, talked to your partner, and your partner felt so sorry for you sometimes. I'm talking about the partners that love you, that they didn't tell you. They didn't tell you what your brother said. And all the time, these gang-stalking narcissist bastards, I call them bastards because they don't got no father. Satan ain't no father. He's a deadbeat. These bastards thought that they was going to put you in the grave or in the crazy home because everybody that went against the code, they not here no more. Whether they're in jail or the crazy home or under the earth. But you still here. And now they don't know what to do. A lot of them, they passing away. In the hospital. The head witch is in the hospital. She don't even have time to be casting those spells. She need all the little energy she got left to heal her colon. These people having strokes, they can't even think about you. Why do you think that on January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, I wake up and I'm continuing to feel good? If I'm feeling good, whoever is tethered to me is feeling bad. I started off the year good. It wasn't like this before, man. So yes, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And everything that they do against us, it only makes us stronger.
This right here is probably the craziest piece of leg equipment I've ever seen. Serious question, has anybody ever actually seen one of these things?
I never seen no leg equipment like that.
They're going to start enacting tariffs on your glute gains. I mean, it's doing...
No.
Remember that woman on the plane, the American Airlines, in the summer of 2023? The one who stood up shaking, claiming the person beside her wasn't human? You could see it in her face. She wasn't joking. She wasn't acting. That was real fear, the kind most people wouldn't even recognize if it stared them in the face. Of course, people laughed, said she was drunk, said she was on something. That's what they always do. Distract themselves so they don't have to look. But body language experts studied the video, said she wasn't acting, said she actually saw something she wasn't meant to see. After the video went viral, she disappeared. No interviews, no posts, nothing, just vanished. Months later, she shows up once, some apology video or interview, and she looked completely different, stiff, careful, every word coached, too nervous, too off, and then silence again. I don't know what she saw, and maybe it doesn't even matter. People don't vanish like that for no reason. If you're paying attention, the quiet tells you more than any explanation ever could, because explanations invite questions. Questions spread, and when the silence falls, that's when you realize something bigger is happening, something no one wants you to see.
This is just a...
Yeah, just like the Wendy's chili finger lady. The Wendy's chili finger lady. In 2005, a woman found a finger, I think it was a thumb. She found a thumb in her Wendy's chili. And she came out, and listen, my eyes was open at that time. I was reading David Icke's Children of the Matrix. I was seeing them. It was like I was out the Matrix at this time. And this Wendy's chili thumb lady, she confirmed a lot of stuff for me. And all of a sudden, she went silent. But when she came back, they said that she was crazy and she made everything up. The woman on the plane that said she seen something, I remember that like it was yesterday. And when she was saying that, I felt that. I know when a person is lying, when a person is acting, because I could feel it. She's seen something. She's seen the same thing that I've been seeing. You know, this is what made me and my woman get closer. Because we start seeing the same things. We walking down Florence Avenue, Central and Florence, coming from my mother's house. It's a black woman. She's walking towards us. And it seems like she was trying to get into my energy. And soon as she came close, her face warped. It warped like on The Devil's Advocate. How them people looked, how old girl could see they real self. I'm on a train. I'm on a Los Angeles Metro Blue Line. I'm going to Long Beach. I'm coming from LA. And when we getting closer to the Compton station, I see this one sister. She have like 2 kids, and she's trying to get my attention, and she got it. We made eye contact. She smiled, and then she looked at this guy. I thought that she was just smiling at me. But then she got my attention again. She smiled, and then she looked at this guy, then looked back at me like, look, follow my eyes, and look. And I could tell that she was trying to tell me something. So I looked at the guy that was sitting like two seats away from us. And he was a bald black brother, and, well, not brother, he was a bald black dude with a hat on, but you could tell he had on a fake weave ponytail. You see some of the craziest shit in LA on them trains, trust me. He had on a Crocodile Dundee hat, you know, with like the alligator teeth going around, and he was bald. You could tell that he was bald up under there, but he had a ponytail, a fake ponytail. If you was to see him, you would know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. And then I looked at him, and we pulled up to the Compton station, and she got up. That was her stop. And before she left, she looked at me real long, and then she looked at him and looked at me and like signaled to me, look at him, keep your eyes on him. And I smiled at her and her kids, and they got off at the Compton station. The doors closed, and we're headed to the Long Beach station. And now I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, what is she talking about? And all of a sudden, I seen that shit. All of a sudden, I seen it. This guy, he start turning into a lizard. It's like his skin was brownish, greenish. It wasn't all the way green. It was like a brown, like it's still the melanin, but a hue of green. And his cheekbones started getting real chiseled and sharp. And he started coughing, like trying to make this, like he was trying to keep his disguise on. The more I look at him, the more he was getting uncomfortable because he was turning into some shit. And now I'm like, oh, that's what she was talking about. I'm on a train looking at this dude turn into a damn dinosaur, man. Then I start to see that his teeth that he had, they looked like they was like a set of fake dentures or something, because it was like he was trying to spit it out. He even held his mouth. Like he was trying his best not to turn into a dinosaur. And then we pulled up, I think, to like the Artesia station. And this young Mexican guy got on the train and he sat right across from the dude. And I start trying to give the Mexican guy the eye signals like the girl was giving me, but he didn't look at me. He looked at old boy and he seen it because he kind of leaned back, like if somebody sees something they don't like and they want to get away from it a little bit, he did that. And I was like, oh, he could see that shit. And he'll be looking at his phone, then he'll look up at the guy a little bit. Like he didn't want to be rude, but the young Mexican guy seen it. I didn't give a shit if I was looking rude. I seen it and I wanted to see more. And it was creepy, man. So yeah, the girl on the plane, I said all of that to say the woman on the plane, she's seen the same thing, and you're about to see it too. There was a time where everybody on this planet seen it. They're not going to be able to hide. That's why they have to go hide, because they can't disguise themselves no more. It's so many entities on this planet, man. You're about to see some Man in Black 2.0 shit. Watch.
Pay very close attention to how people look at you when they think that you're not looking, and really feel the energy behind it. Because I think a lot of times we forget that body language is still language. And oftentimes it speaks before people do, right? Before they edit themselves and lie. Also pay attention to...
Because the devil's sole purpose is to take away your present. So he uses the past to keep you looking back, right? And the devil doesn't even know what's in the future, right? So the devil tries to get us to keep looking in the past. So we're looking in the past, we're not looking in the present. And what we do in the present affects our future. So by default, the devil gets us to destroy our future because he distracts us in the present by looking at the past.
Yeah. That's how you can always tell if you're around a narcissist or an NPC. They always see you as your old self, the old programming. They're going to always remind you of things that you thought you forgot, the old programming. They can't even see your new programming. They can't. They're programmed to see your old program. That's code right there. That's why I don't argue with them. That's why I don't care if they see the new programming. I just separate. They want you to be on that old program because, like I said, that old program has all the trigger words, all the buttons, all the things that'll make you vibe low. And you think that you're real strong and you can ignore the trigger words. But if you're on that program that they wrote for you, then you're not going to be able to ignore it. You're going to fall for it every time. That's why the only solution to this gang stalking is to vibe high. And how do you vibe high? start off with SR&BG because that's free. It's not a program. You write your own program. Just like Nike, you gotta just do it if you want the victory, man. Come on.
Yo, cause the shit was like, yo, during the spiritual awakening, yo, you wake up and you be like, yo. First is like, I am not following my family's fucking lousy choices. And then when you start working and stuff, it's like everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's following a fucking script. Work, die, work, die. And I'm sitting here like, yo, something is off here. Like, something's really off with this work, die thing. Then you have the spiritual awakening and you start seeing the mechanism. These motherfuckers follow a script, something they're taught. They don't have no mind. Their karmic debt is so fucking deep that they don't even know it's 80% not theirs. It's their ancestors and they're just listening. It's called hazing. Karmic debt is not yours. A lot of it ain't. No lie. You just holding on to shit. Just living that family life. Just that bloodline that just following that shit. Fuck that, nigga.
Yeah. That's the first thing that tripped me out. That's the first thing that tripped me out when I woke up fully. That people are on the loop doing the same thing they grandma did, eating the same chitlins. Look, we don't, y'all know that we don't have to eat chitlins and hog maw no more, right? We only had to eat that because that's what they gave us. It was the only thing around. That pig, that pig feet and pig snout and pork ears and all of that shit was garbage. And we don't have to eat it no more. But since grandmama eat it and mama eat it, I'ma help mama clean the chitlins. You gotta get some newspaper, get a plate, get a spoon or a butter knife, open up them chitlins and scrape all that shit off. No, we're not slaves. Yes, we can go buy a honey baked ham if we wanted to, but we're on a loop. We're on the same. You know, there's people on that same slave loop, man. I'm trying to tell you. That tripped me out when I woke up fully. I was like, you mean to tell me that I don't have to have diabetes? You mean to tell me that I don't have to lose my left leg when I'm 53 years old? You mean to tell me that all my hair don't have to fall out and I don't have to be an alcoholic like my father? I could write my own program? You mean to tell me that? Shit, I thought that I had to do what they told me was going to happen to me. Did that make sense? I thought that I had to do the same thing that my brother is doing, because he on that damn program. He's up in that loop.
You're not depressed. You have a demon in your spine. Remember that your spine is the seat of your soul, and this is what those demons want, to be able to control you. So this is why we want to be doing certain exercises that help to activate our back muscles, and when we go left to right, and then when we squat, and then we go left to right, and we get that horizontal and vertical motion and movement. This is when we start to get those demons out of our spine, and this is why you'll get some good cracks when you start to have the proper motion. Now remember, there are many different tools that you can use, kind of like this kettlebell right here, and just going above, and then reversing, going the other direction. This is helping to activate your spine. Remember, you have to exercise your demons, and a full body workout, which gets you this horizontal around the world motion. This helps to activate pretty much every muscle in your body, specifically though as well, helps to activate your back muscles. And once you get this Christmas tree moving, grooving, and working again, this is when you're going to start to get rid of your back pain. And really your back pain is more demonic, than anything else. It's a sign that we're doing something wrong in our life, or that we have allowed something into our life that it should not exist or be there, like an imbalance. So learning how to do these certain compound movements helps to teach us how to activate and exercise and get rid of these imbalances, which they've been taken.
So why so much AI now? What are they really trying to hide? And could this really go to show that we do live in a simulation, and maybe the simulation has got out of control? Because just think about it. If these creatures that you're seeing right now are really not creatures, what makes you think that everything around you is not just an AI generated image just in a higher form. And what really draws the line in non-reality and reality itself. So
some of the images are AI, but the only reason AI is so big now and it's going to get bigger is to hide the truth. If I was to take a picture of the guy on the train, or the woman was to take a picture of the person on the plane, then right now people wouldn't know if it was AI or real. We know why they're bringing the AI out so much. We know why. Because a lot of these videos that you're seeing are 100% real. We're living on New Earth. We have the They Live glasses on. Shallow how. We're about to start seeing everything. And they're going to still try to hide it. They're still going to try to hide it until you see it in real life. Then it's going to become, you're not going to be able to deny it.
What you are seeing on screen is a delectable burger. Now, something very special happens with this burger. When you squint your eyes just a little, you will notice the burger transforms. What you are seeing on screen is a delectable burger.
Oh, you see, that's witchcraft. I'm not going to tell you what I see, but this is witchcraft. I see exactly what they want us to see. And then you go out and buy this witchcraft food and you eat it. And then you feel a certain type of way. Squint your eyes and look at the picture within the picture. And then you will see why this food is witchcraft, why all of these commercials, all of this glamour, why you eat it and you feel sick and you can't survive off of it.
Oh, something very special happens with this burger. When you squint your eyes just a little, you will notice the burger transforms. What you are seeing on screen is...
When y'all see me talking about the synagogue of Satan, and all of us can't come from all of these different star systems, okay? We already know about the fallen angel and their children. Do we know what all their children look like? No. Do we know that they're hybrids? Yes. That God said he made us in his likeness. So if you look at yourself and you look around and you ain't got none of the phenotypes like them and you know you made like God and they don't look like you. So at the end of the day, everybody's going around, oh, I'm a star seed, I'm a star seed, I'm from the blue planet, I'm from the orange planet, I'm from heaven. It's stratospheres to get to heaven and I'm up there with the Most High. So if y'all come from these different star systems and y'all not even sure where these star systems from, are you one of the fallen's children? So that's the problem that we have. These people have found us, y'all, like literally. You know how on Wakanda, how they had to go through a portal and these people was hidden. God did have us hidden. I don't know how Christopher Columbus found us. I don't know who went and told him something. That's why he said don't marry no foreign women. Anyways, we are gods and goddesses. You know how Princess Diana and all of them princesses are in their castles? We had our own castles. That's why you find all these different temples everywhere, because we had our own castles. These people came and they didn't want us to have our own castles because they was jealous for the love that God had for us. And when we didn't know, we was being all meek and stuff. They took over us with magic. They use magic on you just like they do to this day. You know Men in Black, how they get that thing and zap your memory and you can't remember shit? They do that every time you watch TV or drink alcohol, whatever you do that you can't fight them habits, okay? Because we all got bad habits. Nobody's perfect, but we are in the perfection. Do you get it? So with that being said, you got to be mindful of the things that you do daily, every day, because like when I go to sleep and wake up, it's like, you know, but I write stuff down. I could get my memory, like I just do different things. I want to say what I do because when you say what you do, the devil is always listening. He always trying to bring you down. So the devil, you got to contend him every day. So as we fighting the devil and we getting it's baby steps, you guys. When you sign a paper, the thing don't happen right away, but it's happening. Just know, stay in your good grace, okay? God is good. God is real, okay? Repent of your...
Look at the eyes of the purple giant in the corner. You thought Grimace was a lovable mascot? He was a predator recognition test. The agency needed to know if a child would approach a monster if it offered them a cookie. And the clown on the bench out front? He wasn't smiling. He was a bioorganic mannequin designed to test your uncanny valley response. If you sat on that cold plastic lap without screaming, you lacked the survival instinct to fear the unnatural. Then there was the Officer Big Mac tower. That wasn't a jungle gym. It was a literal jail cell. You were climbing behind iron bars before you could even read. That wasn't play, that was conditioning. And remember the private birthday room in the back? The one that was always dark with the heavy door? That wasn't for parties. It was a sensory deprivation chamber. They locked high-potential subjects in there with the silent animatronics to measure how long it took for a child's psyche to fracture under the gaze of painted smiles.
So it seems like McDonald's was a part of the Gates program too. Wow, so you have the unified school districts, you have Faces of Death, and now we talking about McDonald's.
The tubes were the real weapon. That constant static shock you felt on the slide, it wasn't friction. It was a low-voltage perimeter fence designed to keep you moving forward, deeper into the maze where the oxygen levels dropped. Those scratched yellow windows weren't for looking out. They were one-way mirrors. And the ball pit? The balls weren't there for safety. They were there to hide the floor. Because in the deep end, the floor opened up. The kids who navigated the darkness without crying didn't get a Happy Meal toy. They got a file number. The Hamburglar wasn't stealing burgers. He was stealing you.
And I bet you the kids who figured it out, just like with the Gates program, the kids who passed all of the tests are the ones who was really gang stalking. Well, gang stalked, my bad. I gotta go get something to eat real quick, man. The kids who figured all of this stuff out, McDonald's, the ones who went all the way to the bottom of the balls and felt the floor. The ones who was manifesting, the ones who could see it, the ones who passed all the tests, they got put into another program. It went from the Gates program to the gang stalking program. This is crazy, man. Like I said, as the time start to speed up and we start to vibe higher, we're going to start seeing everything. And if you're not healed, it's going to drive you crazy. If you're healed, you're going to appreciate it because it's going to be a weight off your shoulders.
And one other thing, a prophet is not heard in his or her hometown. So what did Jesus do? He left. He like, all right, you motherfuckers don't want to hear me? I'm up out of here.
Right.
Do the same thing. Best believe, leave your hometown and watch how people respond to you. Because the other people, they too familiar with you. They ain't gonna like you. They too busy supporting other people from way over yonder. And one...
Put orange on the onion. The pharmacy doesn't want you to know this. You need to grate an onion, put it in a container, and add a little honey. Then squeeze the juice of half an orange and half a lime and mix well. Take 1 spoonful in the morning and another at night. This is a powerful syrup that helps eliminate mucus from the lungs. It gets rid of colds, phlegmy coughs, the flu, and sore throat. Put orange.
Fuck the drugs, fuck the cigarettes, fuck that dumb bitch. It all starts fucking today, all right? No more fucking excuses. This is the year of the fucking soldier. Grab your fucking balls, get a fucking notebook, and write down what the fuck you're gonna do this year. And this is it. The ball's in your fucking court. No more fucking around. You want your life to be better? I can't help you. Lee can't help you. Joe Rogan can't help you. Ari can't help you. God can't fucking help you. Only you can fucking help you. Fuck.
2026. No more excuses. It's too many videos telling you the truth. You already know what you need for the body gains. You already know. All you have to do is write it down, visualize it, bring that vision closer and closer until you live in that. Do it for 21 days. Do it by yourself. Do it when you're tired, man. Listen, if you come up to me and you say, hey, Wormwood, I've been subscribed to SR&BG for 2 years, and I listen to your videos, and you're not the best you could be, if you're not even trying to be the best that you could be, if you have excuses, I'm not going to want to talk to you, man. And I'm not a mean guy. 2026, it's not going to be any excuses. If I could do it homeless, if I could get off of the crack cocaine and I can reverse my age, then you better do it. It ain't gonna be no more excuses. Let me play this again.
Fuck the drugs, fuck the cigarettes, fuck that dumb bitch. It all starts fucking today, all right? No more fucking excuses. This is the year of the fucking soldier. Grab your fucking balls, get a fucking notebook, and write down what the fuck you're gonna do this year. And this is it. The ball's in your fucking court. No more fucking around. You want your life to be better? I can't help you. Lee can't help you. Joe Rogan can't help you. Ari can't help you. God can't fucking help you. Only you can fucking help you. Fuck the
You gotta understand, the more you level up spiritually, physically, and monetarily, the more you're not going to relate to other people. There's a reason why they're called the 1%. So don't be upset. You gotta
What the fuck am I doing here? And like, who are these people? I mean, who the fuck are you?
You know, that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing after you wake up to everything. You look at people that you was in relationships with and you say, ugh, I was with your old dumbass. The people that you try to impress, you realize that you've done more stuff in your life than they did. You start to realize, I was trying to impress bums and losers. Remember, the head witch, head warlock in the family, the narcissist, they don't accomplish anything. They live off of the flying monkeys and the black sheep's accomplishments. You look around and you be like, who are you? I don't even like you. What the hell was I even thinking? You start to realize that you was a different person because you would never associate with these people. Trying to hang out with old friends, family members, and co-workers after your awakening be like, who the hell are y'all? I'm gonna listen to one more.
CIA says we live in a literal hologram. Watch this.
What's that? Oh, the CIA released a document saying that the Earth is a hologram. Imagine that. And that we can access superhuman abilities. And they explain so how in this document. Tell me more! Yeah, you heard that right. According to the CIA released document, they explain how humans can access superhuman ability. Now, the way they say that you can do this is by going through hemisync. Oh, what's hemisync, you ask? Well, it's basically getting your brain synced up together so that both parts of the brain are in harmony. Okay. So how do we do that? Oh, well, what you do is you have to have a frequency playing in each ear, but a different frequency on each ear between 3 and 7 hertz. Okay? The document states that basically once you have this hemisync, you are able to basically do anything in this hologram.
I really don't trust this guy. But he's telling a little bit of the truth. We do live in a hologram, and you could do anything in this hologram. You can manifest anything you can visualize. What I don't agree with is the frequencies. Yes, I believe in frequencies, and frequencies is very important. First of all, look at his teeth. Look at this guy's teeth. Man, this guy's teeth look crazy. His eyes do too. But back to the frequencies, back to activating your superpowers. If you have to use frequencies, different frequencies in each ear to activate your superpowers, 9 times out of 10, you don't got no damn superpowers. This shit is happening naturally to the people who have the superpowers naturally. So yes, we do live in a hologram, and we can activate our superpowers, but if you need frequencies to do it, if you need anything outside of your body, understand that you can vibe higher with SR&BG. Waking up in the morning, praying, fasting, meditating. This ain't got nothing to do with putting no damn frequencies to your ear. Probably that's how some people wake up, but it ain't how my people wake up. All praises to the Most High. Thank you to everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you and your situations. Peace.